Hello everyone, I'm Krasi, and I will be looking at the week day by day and what the celestial configurations will bring us this week. It's a very important week. I'll explain you in a moment why, and then we'll be looking at what Monday to Sunday will bring us. Just a very small announcement to make. There are some changes in the settings of YouTube. Some of you wrote me that they cannot receive notifications anymore from the new videos on my channel. That is why, if you like to receive my videos, please unsubscribe, then subscribe again, and then click on the bell so that you receive my notifications. So unsubscribe, subscribe, and click on the bell. This is what I understood, because many people wrote me also in the comments, also emails, they sent me that they don't receive any more notifications because the YouTube is saying that my website, my channel is for a child content, which is not true. So this was my small announcement. So let's look at the week. It's important week, very important week, because on 5th of May, Mars is leaving Sidereal Capricorn. Thanks God he's leaving Sidereal Capricorn, because we had this quite heavy conjunction between Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. And due to this conjunction, we couldn't really experience the simple and the pure meaning of the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, which is otherwise having very clear influences. But now when Mars was there, we experienced more like disturbances around this conjunction. It was creating volatilities of the markets, unpredictability, and didn't really help a lot. And it helped also for this worldwide manipulation to go ahead with the same power. So Mars is leaving. This is happening now on Tuesday. Another thing, we know, I just made a video, which probably you will see in a second, about the retrograde Venus, which is becoming retrograde on 11th of May. Now, this is not happening this week, but this week, on 9th of May, Jupiter and Saturn are becoming stationary, and then 7 days after they're turning retrograde. Now, this is very important, very, very important, because what is going to happen is Jupiter and Saturn both will be looking at the previous sign that they visited, at the events which this it was associated with. So Jupiter will remind us about his position in Sagittarius, which he was ruling, and this was beautifully and lofty, and these were influences related to our spiritual awakening, for good, soft and easy spiritual awakening. But then Saturn will also remind us about his 2.5 years stay in the sign of Sagittarius, where he was until January 2000, end of January 2020, and which was not easy. Yes, he led to the same awakening, but through very difficult means, lessons and karmic lessons, and he will bring us and remind us about these events. For some of us, they were not easy. For some of you, they were not easy, and I even noticed that maybe 99% of the people who would contact me at that period did this because of Saturn in Sagittarius, and they would influence their either ascendant or descendant or midheaven or moon and sun, and then they would have really hard time. Now, I don't think that this will be as hard as you had it, but it will certainly remind, and this will certainly remind us about these events which you had for before January 2020. And also I expect that on mundane level, the whole manipulation will continue, but with another colors. It will be again as a reminder, and the sky will slow everything, and this will not really help us get out that easily from the situation. But it will also not be that hard, because this is not really the actual presence of Saturn in Capricorn, in Sagittarius. Now you may read, there is in the Vedic literature, you would see comments or information how Saturn, when retrograde, is actually good, because typically he is the lord of karma and the lord of time, and when he's retrograde he can bring money and wealth. I am not sure, I doubt this. Yes, I would confirm that many wealthy people whose horoscopes I've seen have retrograde Saturn, but as a transit, this is not a very easy transit, because you can imagine Saturn, who is slow and a teacher with difficult character, imagine him getting even slower. So this is happening right now, and this is the start of this week. So this week may be a little bit challenging, because not that we are not having retrograde plans, but they are stationary. Jupiter, Saturn stationary, they will stop. From our perspective, they are not stopping actually, which is good, but from our perspective, they will not move for a period of 7 days until 16th of May. So this is one important thing. And then Venus is in Taurus, and she's still direct but preparing for her stationary phase, and he's in Taurus, where she's really beautiful and powerful and helping us, and you can still enjoy her presence on the evening sky, where she's Aphrodite. She's in Nana from Uruk, extremely beautiful, extremely good for finances, very good for to give you the muse to create beauty, and she's really beautiful. You just have another week to go to do some beauty procedures. After that, when she's stationary, this will not be very appropriate. So let's look at the sky day by day. So what is happening on Monday, which is the third lunar day, and which is it is the 10th lunar day, apologies, and this is 4th of May, Monday, day ruled by the moon. When the moon is ruling the day, the moon is the queen of the day. You know, the moon is the divinity, which is the mostly emphasized divinity for the day. And this day is wonderful for all moon-like activities. What are they? The moon is waxing. So her influences are powerful and benefic. And she's in the first degrees of Virgo. And there she's very powerful, because she can bring knowledge, she can give us desire to study, she can be good for people who do natural healing, or who do astrology, or who study, or who want to share their knowledge with others. Also, Venus is receiving harmonious aspect from Venus, and she's absolutely not afflicted, so she's brilliant for studies. Some travels are also allowed. When the moon is ruling the day and is so well placed, what can we do is we can gather herbs. The moon is waxing. We can do a very good agriculture, planting, seeding. We can do leafy vegetables, trees and flowers, because this is the sign of Virgo. And also the colors, white, off-white, blue, very light sky water blue. Such could be the gemstones that you can wear. Pearls, wonderful. And this is, you can make your own experiments if you want to enhance your intuition, for example, with the right gemstones. And if you wear silver, which is the color of the moon, you can do a lot. And yes, pray, contemplate, do this, because the moon is in Virgo, and this is very, very appropriate. And on this day, what is happening? Yes, a huge trine on the sky, the moon trine Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus. A harmonious day, very good day for our daily activities. This won't be a bad day at all. And now let's see what is happening on Tuesday, which is going to be 5th of May. 11th lunar day, and the moon is in particular degrees in the constellation of Virgo, which degrees are angelic because the moon is in the wings. You know, the celestial woman, which is lying on the ecliptic beautifully, has wings. She has angelic nature. She's the celestial woman, the virgin woman. And the moon is in these pure, beautiful, angelic degrees. Wow, this is beautiful. This can help our spirituality connect with angels, with the spirit world in a very harmonious and beautiful way. And again, the trine from Venus and Saturn and Jupiter is still existing, so another harmonious day. However, let's not forget that it's a day ruled by Mars. When Mars is ruling the day, surgical interventions we may do. I forgot to say about Monday, surgical interventions you may do, but if they are not very invasive, because when the moon is waxing, we need to be a bit careful. Same is valid for this day. When Mars is ruling the day, surgical interventions can be done. Another thing is some travel, to travel we may also, but carefully, well prepared, well organized, because Mars is ruling the day. And yes, the moon is still waxing, leafy vegetables we can do, and the moon is still in Virgo, in this angelic place. Some beautiful agriculture work we can do, like planting, seeding, yes, gathering herbs, still gorgeous, still very appropriate. And when the day is ruled by Mars, and if you want to enhance, if for example the Mars in your horoscope is invisible, and you feel you need to add assertiveness, so you need to add willpower to your horoscope, wear red, eat chili peppers, wear red gemstones. Which are they? Garnet, sardonyx, red coral, natural and untreated stones. So this is about Tuesday. Now let's see Wednesday. Wednesday, 6th of May, 12th lunar day. Very important lunar day. We are approaching already the full moon day. The moon just is in the vicinity of Spica. Separating from Spica, but still under the influences. And it is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury, and the Spica is in the hands of the celestial woman. And Spica has the nature of Mercury and Venus. And when the moon is there, this is even wonderful for creation of Spica talismans. I already created mine. You can look at them on my website. The Spica talismans are for what? Spica is a star of commerce, enhancing intuition, spiritual awareness, enhancing eloquence. This is, and luck. It's a beautiful star. So the moon is going to be there, and in the day ruled by Mercury, day about knowledge, and also design, work of beauty. However, we are having the square of Jupiter and Saturn here, approaching a square the moon is applying. Therefore, it's good to be a bit careful. Careful in terms of new initiatives, be careful in any sense. Just a day where we should not get involved into risks. Surgical interventions are not appropriate. Some new planting, probably not, except for flowers, because these degrees are not very fertile. So, what else? What I wanted to tell you? Yes, they should by Mercury. Day of knowledge, sharing your knowledge, do design work of beauty, wear yellow, lemon yellow, or green, or such gemstones. This could be wonderful. And as I said, if you're planting, better do only flowers on this day. Beauty procedures you might do if not invasive. And now we're looking at Thursday, which is 7th of May, and it is the 13th lunar day, and the moon is in a specific phase called a chronicle rise. Powerful moon, approaching full moon, and is very near Earth. So we will see the moon like a big, ball on the sky on this day. She will be very near. And also, where is she? The full moon will take place in the northern crown. What is this? Powerful for muse, creation of beauty, for doing exact sciences, design work. Powerful and very, very beautiful and powerful full moon. Very interesting. I see this full moon as very inspiring, and the moon is already separating from the aspect of Saturn, which is good. However, if you're not really accustomed to the influences of the full moon, and if you feel bothered, you don't need to look at this, but I feel that this full moon will be very inspiring when it comes to artistic work, when it comes to work of beauty. Surgical interventions are not appropriate. Planting of flowers would be more appropriate. And because it's a Thursday and the day is ruled by Jupiter, what can we do? Jupiter likes off-white, yellow, orange, and some nuts are ruled by Jupiter. Also, yellow sapphire, citrine, yellow aventurine, yellow sardonyx, yellow beryl. These are the gemstones of Jupiter, which are gorgeous to wear in case that you want to feel the power of Jupiter. Jupiter is detriment in Capricorn, so he's not appropriate for the creation of Jupiter talismans. I did mine in January, and they're present on my website if you want to see them. They became extremely powerful. So on this day, when the moon is full, it's always good to be cautious, depending on how the moon is placed in your horoscope. But I see this as a very inspiring day for beauty, creation of beauty. Okay, let's see Friday, 8th of May, 14th lunar day. The moon is in the so-called hermetic degrees of Scorpio, sacred hermetic degrees of knowledge, very special degrees. They literally serve the purpose of knowledge. They are very good for people who are natural healers, chirurgs, if you want, people who work with poison, and these are the degrees of the moon. And the moon receives harmonious applying to aspect with Jupiter, and this is good, even though Jupiter and Saturn are preparing for their stationary phase. Still, it's a powerful placement of knowledge. And yes, Friday, day of Venus, which is still in Taurus and in Capella, about to become stationary the next day. Yes, not the next day, in couple of days. And what is this meaning? Friday, we can do some beauty procedures, if not invasive. Surgical interventions, no, because of specific placement of Mars, which I don't like very much in accordance to the moon. We can, the very fertile day for planting, whatever you like. So for agriculture, the day is very fertile. Otherwise, to travel, I would be careful. Surgical interventions, as I said, no. And enjoy the day through you can still see Venus as an evening star. It's a day of Venus. You can wear pink, you can wear even the light blue is the color of Venus. The diamond white is the color of Venus. Eat sweet food, eat honey, eat peas, sweet peas. It's also sweet apples, strawberries. This can give you the sense of the Venus energies. All right, let's see. Saturday, 9th of May, 15th lunar day, and the moon is conjoined Antares, star which is royal and has the nature of Jupiter and Mars conjunction. Powerful star, and it's a powerful conjunction indeed, and the day is ruled by Saturn. Well, it's good to be careful on this day, not to get involved into any risky situations, as there could be too much power that some can make use of it. You can do agriculture, very fertile otherwise degrees. Saturn in day, and Saturn is also ruling the agriculture. He's Ninurta in ancient Babylon. We can wear black, dark blue, also amethyst color, amethyst gemstone, dark blue sapphire, black sapphire, onyx, if some of you like these other colors. And yes, don't get involved into risky situations, surgical interventions, rather not. Yes, and some people like to say mantras of Saturn or give special attention to Saturn. This is important always because he's the karma lord, he's the time lord, he's the big teacher on the sky. So it's good to know these things. And then we're looking at Sunday, 10th of May, 16th lunar day. The moon is just conjoined Shaula. This is the peak of the Scorpion, where you have the poison. Literally, this is what is happening, poison. So, and the moon is applying to aspect with Mars, so it's good to be a bit careful on this day. So, poison would say what? Brilliant for people who do work with chemicals, pharmacists, chirurgs, natural healers, people who have knowledge about magicians. Wonderful, inspiring. And also, the day is Day of the Sun. Don't forget to welcome the sun. This is brilliant. And also on Sunday, we can wear yellow, orange. We can eat oranges. They're wonderful. They can bring the sun also in our bodies. Gemstones, yellow gemstones, even garnet, red garnet, or there are many gemstones. Actually, even the peridot, who is green, is ruled by the sun. So don't forget to welcome the sun, and let the sun give you very much of its beauty and positivity, because what now is happening around the world, orchestrated enforcement of fear, and this is not what should happen. This is not what the reality is all about. Fear doesn't exist in the human nature. Fear is being imposed, and this is not what is happening. Remain very positive, because our faith in God is what is really saving us. Then we are really safe. So have a very good week. Connect with the planets, because this knowledge is making you, this connection is like directly receiving support from the planets and their lords. And enjoy the week, and see you soon. Bye bye.